frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for all you got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Haskins. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here's Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Haskins to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 16 yards, a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, tight.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Haskins to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Josh Ferguson with his first carry. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Money! Check 55, Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's got the hook up with Conley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On first down, it's Haskins. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run for it with Cook. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Brandon Cook. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. at the 30-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third down. Here's Haskins. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And a Bengals first down.
Hey, no. Check. What's tight? Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end right. 4 down.
First down. Here's the run with Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. Allen now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Allen. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, he may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Haskins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch time. Tight end right.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go play action with Haskins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Hey, Wood.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
I'm going to run. You go.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, Cook.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Check. Watch 54.
In your face.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's at the 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think
and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And now here is another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They run again on first down. Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They go play action now. Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. 27 yards there, a first down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know, there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You can't block me.
Now Allen again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Allen to throw once more. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Allen. Caught here by Conley. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jalen Hurd, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
A gain of 10 yards.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Haskins will throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Night, sweetheart.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready. 52's the mic. Here we go.
Again, it's Cook. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. He'll field this at the 5. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing now is Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get it together.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To the air, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On first down, this is Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Haskins trying to lay one up deep. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Hey, Charlie.
Allen to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it. And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you